Hello and welcome to Friday Night Fashion. This week, Jo Elvin and I are going shopping for coats and jackets.
Oh, but I hate shopping. You know I hate shopping.
Such a lie. In fact, this whole Friday Night Fashion thing is starting to get expensive, but hopefully we're bringing you some great pieces across the spectrum of prices. And without much ado, let's crack on with your gorgeous Jigsaw leopard.
Well, I just need to say, I probably will not shop from the edit that I've done today because if I buy another coat and try and sneak it into the house, I think I'm going to get a punch in the face.
I think your husband really will hate you, not the clothes.
He really will. He'll just chuck them all out with me on top. But if I find a secret little hidey hole somewhere in the house, this Jigsaw leopard, I mean, I would call it ocelot. It looks more like an ocelot print to me, which is why I like it. It's a little bit more unusual than the slew of leopard that's out there at the moment.
It's less spotty, isn't it?
No shade on leopard. Leopard's amazing, but there's just something slightly more interesting about this. And what's also interesting about this Jigsaw coat is that it comes in a cropped car coat shape as well, which I think is really cool.
And do you know the fabric?
No.
No,
I don't really.
You're just going for the print.
Things like that. My magpie eye just goes, ooh, pretty, ooh, pretty.
But I agree.
Yeah.
I love that. Interestingly, when I was doing my research for this, I thought I did my coats and jackets, and then I thought I haven't really got any novelty in here. And then I thought, but I know someone that will have all novelty in. So the novelty choices generally are Jo's.
I feel like that's a bit of a diss.
It's not a diss at all.
Okay.
I love a novelty coat. I think there's nothing better. But I'm afraid I sort of reached peak top out at all these gorgeous sort of very simple, lots of aviators, lots of bombers. And then I thought, do you know what? Actually, my mate Jo Elvin will have found some fantastic novelty coats, and she has.
Bless you. And you know what, though? It's like, I think because I just feel like for so many of us, the coat is such a perfunctory piece of clothing. So when you get to a certain amount of years living in cold old Britain, you've got your kit, you've got your black coat, your navy coat, your pea coat. So that's why when I do shop for a coat now, I am looking for something a little bit different and a little bit more of a statement, because we all know as well what it's like. You heave that black coat on again for the 5 bazillionth time when it's still fucking freezing in April. You're like, I'm going to burn this the minute summer is along. So it's nice to have some variety.
I agree. I agree. So on which note you're going to?
Which one do you want to ask about? Oh, Charlotte Simone. Now, Charlotte Simone is a brand that I was introduced to by a friend of mine, Leanne. She had on not a dissimilar coat to this chocolate one. It's hers was leopard, and it had the pink cuffs, and it had a pink furry collar as well. And like this Charlotte Simone one, those cuffs are detachable, so you can be all old Hollywood glamour when you want.
Quite mob wife.
Exactly. Yeah, kind of. I was going to go more sort of like Ava Gardner at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh,
but you do you.
I'll give you that.
But this beautiful, I think it's sort of like a flocked velvet, or it's like a
jacquard.
Yeah, it's such a gorgeous chocolate color. Can't go past pink and brown. Now, weirdly, what I learned today is I found this one on a footwear website. If you just Google Charlotte Simone, her website, she only it's very sort of like slow fashion with her. And once she's sold out, and she only uploads things to sell like every once in a while. So you've got to be quick.
You've got to be quick. Or you've got to be very slow and decide to go to a vestiaire or a Vinted or one of those resale sites and just look for gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. I'm a big fan of the fact if a coat is gorgeous, it's a piece in your wardrobe that will just last forever.
That's it. And they're not sort of like trend led the way so many things are. Yes, there's like this color or that cut, but they just age so well.
They do. Now, on that happy note, I am going to start off my selection with this Moncler wool cape.
I love that.
Which I think is really, really cool.
But also, for what it is, I don't hate that price, if I'm honest.
For the fact that it's Moncler, quite frankly, your resale value on that would not be bad. So if you wear it for a season or two and then you feel like you've had enough of it, because it's Moncler, it will hold its value to a degree.
And it's got sort of like a futuristic cult leader vibe, which I kind of love. Do you know what it reminds me of? That neckline reminds me of the mutants in Planet of the Apes all worshipping the bomb. It's got a real sci-fi look about it. I like it.
It does. I think it's super cool, and I do love a cape. I think, over a wider jean, it's just all a little bit 70s. It's got a good vibe about it.
I was given, this is a spoiled bitch alert, just a warning. I was given a Louis Vuitton cape.
Spoiled bitch.
10 years ago, and I still wear it every season.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Spinning on from that, I did find myself falling in love again, because I do it every season, with a couple of Shearling aviators. They're just, to me, for my lifestyle, who I am, what I do, I absolutely love them.
What do you mean when you say that? Are you sort of like getting in the cockpit of a Top Gun? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like my lifestyle.
No. But going between London, the country, the mountains, if I'm traveling to Switzerland, there's nothing better than a proper sheepskin. It's, you never overheat in a sheepskin, I find. There's something about the way the wool just, I'm making excuses now, aren't I?
You always win the prize for finding the most expensive thing.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, but it's gorgeous.
Okay, there's Acne Studios. Yeah. And actually, this picture doesn't do it justice. The cut on it is absolutely sublime.
I love the colour and the sort of like slightly battered quality of the leather.
It is. It's a distressed quality in the leather.
Yeah.
Posh.
That's posh.
But the cut on the shoulder, the sleeve, the back, it almost reminds me of a bit sort of vintage Alaïa. It's really gorgeous.
But you could wear that with something really glamorous underneath as well, and it would still look really cool. Like something sequiny dress.
Yeah,
or something.
Put a slip dress underneath that. I mean, how chic! And then you could shoulder robe it. I am justifying it pounds per wear, aren't I? While we're on sheepskins and aviators, I did also think the
this one's a bargain, Amanda.
It's a bargain. Chocolate. It's the most delicious colour. The chocolate Shearling aviator. It's less cool.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But it's still delicious. It really is. Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
A bargain. Right, back to you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to talk about Uniqlo because first of all, I went to the J.W. Anderson website because I'm just a fan of everything he does.
It's so chic.
However, I did find that when I compared what I was looking at on his Eponymous label and what his offerings for Uniqlo, I preferred the Uniqlo. And not just because it was expensive, so less expensive. I just found I wasn't finding on there a classic investment piece in a coat. I just wasn't finding that. Maybe his passions lay elsewhere this winter. I don't know.
What, they were too quirky?
There just wasn't that much choice on there in terms of coats. And I really love these two particularly, this sort of like plaid number in the sort of browny olive colours.
It's a proper duffel coat, that.
Yeah, I love it. And
Paddington Bear. I can see him in
cool
that.
Though, but it's actually, it looks a bit short on there. It's quite long length, so it's got a bit
more glamour. Isn't it? I thought I'd selected some, but I clearly didn't.
And this padded trench for just over £100 is, I love that contrasting collar. Oh, I just think everything he's doing for Uniqlo at the moment is so great.
It really is.
Involved.
On that note, we are planning to try to bring you an episode of designer high street collaborations, because I think there's some really special things going on there. So hopefully, in fact, I think that's where I put my J.W. Anderson Uniqlo Select.
Very good.
But I agree with you, some fantastic things there, and the prices are, and the make of Uniqlo, I have to say, is really, really good.
It's the best.
While we're on Uniqlo, I pulled up this Uniqlo Claire Waight Keller.
Oh, that's the other brilliant collab in there. Oh my God.
Brilliant. Well, now she has become the creative director of Uniqlo. So I think we're just it's going to go to a whole other level. And I thought this was really, truly beautiful. This grey wrap coat, wool wrap coat, £109 and super chic. I mean, look at that picture. That could well be full on designer.
Givenchy.
Yeah.
Claire,
I was going to say
Givenchy.
I was going to say Givenchy, and then I thought maybe that's a step too far. But for 109 quid, I think for that just enveloping,
incredible,
gorgeous wool coat, really gorgeous. Talking enveloping, I sort of thought that this COS leather trim, there's a lot of huge scarves at the moment, and actually that's a good tip in a way of reinventing a coat that you already have. Go and get a huge blanket scarf or a blanket and wrap it around, because that will completely refresh your coat look.
Yep.
But this COS leather trimmed wool scarf coat I thought was rather beautiful. It's quite classic, it's timeless, and that scarf, the leather trimmed scarf, is removable, so then you've got a very clean blanket coat, and you've got a separate scarf. So I thought a twofer. I love a twofer.
They know what they're doing, COS, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah,
they really do. So let's spin back to a few more of your.
Let's have a look at mine. Okay, so Suzanne, this I can't go past gingham. I can't go past it. I'm a gingham addict. My name is Jo Elvin, and I'm a gingham addict. I love it. It's a great price for a cool, very French girl coat. Look how great it looks just over a simple pair of jeans and a knit. That I also really love plaids and ginghams. They're really, really easy to print clash with loads of other things and make it really modern.
Yeah, and that's your thing. I love the way you print clash. But it's not an easy thing to do, as we've talked about before.
Not the only one, but somebody who does print clashing way better than anybody I know is Renee McDonald, who is the creative director of Lisu. And I just wanted to bring this coat to your attention, this beautiful tile print, chocolate and pink. I've seen her wear this with a completely clashing dark blue pattern suit, and it looked bloody incredible.
So what to you is the secret for print clashing? Just to not give a damn?
For me, it's about finding a family thread somewhere. So if I was going to wear that and print clash, I would wear it with something else that was a completely different print but had either one of those colours in it. Renee gives no shits about that. Renee but she's just, some people could just do it.
Because sometimes I think if you're a print clasher, you just go ahead and just clash it. And sort of, if you love it, you love it. You love the pants, you love the coat.
Ultimately, that is the only secret.
I think it is,
ultimately. But it's not the warmest coat, that Lisu. I've got a different version of that one. It's a navy, and it's got sort of like big swirly metallic stripes through it. But it's warm enough, and it's a great one for layering.
I mean, the other thing is, coming back to Uniqlo, they do great thin layers of
heat tech t-shirts,
heat tech little sleeveless gilets. Great for a bit of extra warmth.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't want to be just all bulky every day, do you? Now,
so
I'm just going to go quickly to my investments. My most expensive ones are from Joseph.
Talk to me about it.
Okay.
You're in the chair here.
I've got.
Confess.
I own a cashmere coat from Joseph that's probably the same color as this taupe one I've pulled out. I've had it for about 5 years, and it still looks box fresh.
Yeah.
It still goes with everything. It's a beautiful, really lightweight, but it's warm. So it ain't cheap, but you do get what you pay for in some instances.
I think so, and I think sometimes when you're buying those real investment pieces, they've either got to be off the charts, bonkers, fabulous, or really timeless, gorgeous, beautifully tailored. I mean, that coat is exquisite. It will look exquisite in 10 years' time. I can absolutely guarantee you.
And so will even, I know that burgundy is a very, very on-trend colour at the moment. But that one will also, that's going to look amazing over, I can't think of a colour it wouldn't look amazing over, actually. And so it doesn't mean that just because burgundy's hot right now, it doesn't mean that that coat won't serve you well for many years.
Yeah, if burgundy's a good colour on you, I totally agree. I am going to go to a few fun jackets. I love a bomber. I mean,
oh, me too.
You know, I think there's something sort of just forever cool about a bomber.
Mm-hmm.
And so I picked out this Anya bomber, which is, I believe, in a recycled nylon. But I love a black bomber. I feel cool and without being too try hard. And then this egg old recycled satin.
That one.
Isn't that gorgeous? A little bit shorter. And I just love the details, the way the seams are slightly pulled up. It feels very, very cool. So those are my two nylon bombers. I mean, cool and practical, and actually go from day to evening too. And I love a bit of that.
Yeah,
love a bit of that. Coming on to the whole puffer angle.
Can't go past a puffer.
So this Uniqlo seamless down Parka, I loved. And for £129, I love them worn super oversized too. So don't worry about the size label in it. Size up a few, and it will look more designer, quite honestly, because we're still got a lot of this super oversized trend. But I mean, I think I'll get one of those, and that will come out to Switzerland, and I'll wear that on the mountains.
That's what I wear when I go to the snow.
Yeah,
that sort of thing. And I remember I've chosen a full length one, this puffer from Arquette.
Yep.
Now it's so interesting to me that we've recalibrated how we look at those things. I had one like this from ASOS, which I've still got because it's the warmest thing I own. And when I'm freezing to death walking the dog at 6:30, 7 in the morning. And when I first started wearing that to the park years ago, running instead of walking. No, not with my little old lady.
Oh,
no.
Put her in a backpack.
It's more of it's like Bella walking. It's like this, but so you're out there for a while.
Okay, so you need to wear your duvet.
But when I did start wearing that big coat, people would stop me in the park and go, "You are wearing a duvet!" And now no one bats an eyelid because we've kind of just decided that this oversized, mad duvet look is absolutely right.
I love it. And when I saw that, I did actually think of you because you're on the trains a lot. And I always think of train stations as being the most cold, miserable places on the planet.
But then you get on the train
and then
and you're on hotter than the sun. So I wear that kind of thing for when I'm going to be outdoors for a long time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. No, got it. But I think really worth the investment. Couple of other jackets that I loved on my trawl through. Okay, this isn't an overcoat jacket, but I just had to drop it in there.
Yeah, see, I feel a bit cheated. I thought we were doing coats. I would have chosen some jackets
coats
as well.
And jackets. So anyhow, I'm going to throw it in there. This COS Silk Blend velvet blazer comes in mahogany, which, I mean, in terms of colour of the season, and then this gorgeous blue,
that's really
which
nice.
will look amazing with jeans. I mean, they also do a pant, so you can do it as a suit, but it's just this lovely, soft, oversized.
You're so fashion. It's only really proper, true fashion people who say a pant, a shoe. It's true, isn't it?
It's because I lived in America. It's a pant.
Is that what it is?
A pant.
Yeah. Okay. A pant.
A pant.
Yeah. They say pants in Australia as well. I had to train myself not to.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say knickers here.
No, undies. Yeah.
The other jacket that I love, and actually I have, is this Jigsaw tailored leather blazer. And I mean, look at the price.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's reduced from $365 to $292. And I sized up in it. Just super easy, oversized, great black leather blazer.
And you can put all your watches in that you're selling. Yeah. Like.
And my jewellery.
Yeah.
Like
in
that.
The car park and the pub. Yeah.
Like that. Oh, my final one here is the Frankie shop.
The Frankie shop is so good.
It is really, really good. If you want a bit of, well, actually quite a lot of fashion, but quite a lot of androgynous fashion, it's very, very cool.
And a lot of it is not insanely priced.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the tailoring actually is great, but we'll come on to that in another episode because I'll get in trouble if we go too far that way. But I love this dark brown leather
I think that's fantastic.
bomber. Isn't it really chic? With a collar, it's just a little bit less casual than the sort of these other sort of nylon bombers.
Yes, because it's a bit more subtly tailored. Yeah.
And it's a little bit more androgynous too.
Gorge.
Yeah. So loving that. Now back to you.
Okay, what have I got left? Okay, I just wanted to mention I love Never Fully Dressed, and I think this is such a cute one. It's fully reversible. They do a lot of really clever things like that. They've got lots of cardigans and coats.
Looks like a dressing gown.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Maybe she should have had a bigger one on for the shot.
Right.
I think it's quite cute.
Okay.
I like the print. I think a lot of their prints are really cool. They're sort of like got this they're sort of like Mexicana inspired, a lot of their motifs and things. I think it's really really cute.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, she's going to disagree with me on that one. And then Zara, if you just need a bog standard great, I mean, £80. I paid £80 for my first ever coat in Britain 30 years ago. So the fact that Zara is still able to do that. And to be honest with you, I was in there today with my friend Kathy and I found a cream one that I like better than this one. But they're just, if you really need a coat solution in a hurry, you can't beat them.
And actually, if you're buying a cream coat, a cream wool coat, you can spend a lot of money on it. And by the time it's been to the dry cleaners a few times, honestly, it's never going to be as gorgeous as it was. If it's camel, if it's beige, if it's taupe, invest in it.
Yeah,
but somehow a cream or an ivory wool or wool and cashmere or cashmere coat is a very, very expensive luxury that will not last you a lifetime. That's my 2 cents worth.
Yeah.
What did Kathy also buy?
My friend Kathy Lett bought a sequined jacket with a pair of matching hot pants, and she looked phenomenal in them.
I love it.
That's her Christmas outfit sorted. Yeah.
I cannot wait to see.
We are very good shopping pals because we've both got no patience for it. So we're in and out. Do we like anything in here? Yes, no, yes, we love it. That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
God, what's going to happen when we go shopping? We keep saying
we are
planning it, but we will bring that to you shortly. Hope you enjoy our little cross section of coats and jackets and a little velvet jacket snuck in there.
Tell us which ones you would wear.
Yeah. Lots of love. Enjoy the weekend and see you next week.